Hello students, hope you are keeping yourselves at home and you are safe enough to start learning your new journey. So welcome to the first year of BBAP, that is BBA Professional, and I will be taking the subject of business communication. Okay, so while while I'm sharing the screen with you people, let's start that what is business communication. So before we start on the different module, okay, let me just give you a gist of what a business communication is all about. As the name suggests, business is any activity done in order to gain profit. Okay, so whatever activity is related to production, marketing, or anything done with a motive of earning profit on it, that is a business. And when we are talking in terms of communication, yes, what I'm doing here, I'm doing communication with you. That is, I am speaking or teaching you online. That is a way of communication where a process of movement of encoding is done. Any message is being sent through encoding, and that is converted into uh, decoded by you people in the form of your syllabus. So whatever you will be studying, that will be decoded in the sense of your content. Okay, and that is how the encoding and decoding and again giving the feedback through your examination is the entire process of communication. Now, as we understand, in everyday life, we come across lots of communication. Communication when we communicate with each other. It can be verbal, it can be oral, okay? That is, it can be written, verbal and non-verbal communication are there, but it can be oral and written also, okay? So these are the parts of it which you will later on study. So different types of communication are there. But in your first module, what we will be doing? We will be doing project writing, report writing, and proposals. So now a very important aspect of business communication is project writing. How project writing? That how we are actually going ahead, because at your school levels you must have done lots of projects where an activity was given to you people, and what you used to do, you used to complete either in a teamwork or as an individual project. You used to write, you used to make, or you used to paint, right? So that is a particular activity which asks you to do certain activities, okay, set of activities. So here also, when we are talking in terms of business, we need to understand that there is a project which needs to be completed in particular time frame. Okay, so how we are going ahead? So for that reasons, we will be requiring certain do's and don'ts, and we will be studying. You will get in-depth understanding once we will, by step when we will be completing our project writing, then report writing, then what are the proposals, then you will understand these things in a better way. Okay. Then writing an effective report. Why writing an effective report is important? Because this report is going to reflect the entire thing which you want to convey. Okay. So as you speak, okay, there are lots of gestures or the non-verbal communication which you communicate. Okay. Same way, when you are presenting your report, it should be an effective one. It should leave an impact. So that is why here we are going to learn writing an effective report. Then basics of project writing. How basics are being studied properly and how should we go ahead with writing the project. Then paragraph writing. Yes, it's also very, very, very important. Why paragraph? Because since childhood you have studied lots of, essay writing and paragraph writing. Why it is being given such a importance? It is given such importance because this paragraph writing gives you a way of representing your ideas onto the paper. So it is very important to understand what the paragraph writing is, how to go ahead, and how to put up things in between, and then lots of other things. Okay, then paper reading, voice modulation, paper reading. This is another big, you know, lots of children does not understand what paper reading is. Paper reading is also an art because you need to understand where you have to give a pause, where you have to give emphasis. So paper reading also requires a proper way through which a paper reading should be done. Okay? Then we have voice modulation. Why voice modulation is important? Because whenever you are speaking or communicating to other people, it gives the speaker or the listener a better, you know, mm, a better way of making a connection with each other. Suppose I want to convey something to you people. Okay, uh, again, when you were a kid, you used to listen lots of stories, and the stories with more emphasis by a teacher and the paid in one particular terms. Suppose it was a dark day. If you say it's a dark day, it will not leave an impact. It was a dark day. Now, the moment you say it was a dark day, that means there is emphasis or is on dark day. Okay, it's raining heavily, so that means yes, the rain is heavy. Okay, the rain is falling heavy. So these are the certain things which we will do in a small ways through which you are going to understand. Then we have basics of project presentation. Once we are finished with writing, we need to put up things, that is how to present this project. Okay, so let's start with what a project is. A project is an activity to meet the creation of a unique product or service, and thus activities that are undertaken to accomplish routine activities cannot be considered project. Okay, now try to understand here why I have put this definition. We have just now understood this. There is an activity which is need to be done. See the first line. The project is an activity to meet the creation of unique product or services. If you are doing a certain project, okay, it should be making of a unique product or services. When we are talking in terms of a business, when you were a kid, you used to do a project which was assigned to you. It was a science project. Science projects, maybe it was assigned to do a certain things. Okay, so it should lead to the production of a unique product or a service, and thus activities that are undertaken to accomplish routine activities cannot be considered. ओके, सो प्रोजेक्ट को एक टाइमलाइन के अंदर हमें खत्म करना है, एक यूनिक प्रोडक्ट बनाना है, एक सर्विस प्रोवाइड करनी है, तब तो हम उसको कहते हैं कि वो एक प्रोजेक्ट है. बट अगर हम कोई रूटीन वर्क कर रहे हैं तो हम प्रोजेक्ट नहीं करेंगे. दैट इज व्हाट डिफरेंशिएट अ प्रोजेक्ट फ्रॉम अ रूटीन एक्टिविटी. ओके, now it is an organized, systematic, and data-based investigation on any topic. Yes, organized. There is a set of instructions which you need to follow. So it is organized. एक तरीके से आपको इस तरह से करना है. Systematic. Yes. एक के बाद एक के बाद एक के बाद आपको ये चीजें करनी है. And data-based investigation. Even if you are doing a science project, you need to search about a particular topic. So first topic, फिर टॉपिक के बाद हम उसको कैसे बनाएंगे या हमने क्या सोचा है. सो यू हैव टू ऑर्गेनाइज, प्लान, उसके हिसाब से हम प्लान करेंगे. सो वी विल पुट इट इनटू इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, दैट इज सिस्टमेटिक, which helps the student to generate more knowledge in the field of study. So kid, as a kid, you must have learned lots of projects, बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज की होंगी. सो इट हेल्प्स द स्टूडेंट टू जनरेट मोर नॉलेज इन द फील्ड ऑफ practical knowledge, right? Now here, why we are studying here in business communication, the project is being undertaken here and it's a part of a business communication because whenever we are doing any activity and we need to communicate, we need to understand that it is a project which is going to increase your knowledge. So being a student of first years, you are going to do lots of project work in these three years. So you should be well versed with more knowledgeable aspect of all the projects. Okay. It is important to understand the time frame and other constraints which affect the project in ground. Now I told you it should have a time frame and other constraints. Now it can be time, it can be money. We are talking in terms of business. Yes, it can be money. Being a management student, you should understand. Then there is an environment around us as an individual. See, as an individual, we are all, you know, taken aback due to COVID. So we are sitting at home. Okay, this is a constraint. We cannot be physically present there, but yes, we are continuing our studies through online studies. Okay, so same here. Every project has their constraints, drawbacks. बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट की वजह से भी आ सकता है या बाहर के मैक्रो एनवायरनमेंट की तरफ से भी आ सकता है. ओके, macro environment is bigger outer environment for a business and micro is within the business organization. So these constraints can be from micro level also and macro level also. Okay, then what is the purpose of project work? हम क्यों करते हैं प्रोजेक्ट वर्क? टू प्रोवाइड इंसाइट्स अबाउट सोशल एंड बिजनेस फिनोमेना. क्यों प्रोजेक्ट की जरूरत है? बेसिकली insight means to find the in-depth knowledge. Okay, so insight about social and business phenomena. Social phenomena हो सकता है, इस समय हम लोग social distancing की बात कर रहे हैं. Social phenomena है that we should keep a distance in order to safeguard ourselves from COVID. So it can be a social or a business phenomena. Okay, then to develop communication skills. Yes, communication skills, it can be verbal communication and non-verbal communication simultaneously. Then to provide opportunities to work. Yes, whenever we are talking in terms of a project, we want to do anything, and I want that somebody should provide me a platform to complete that opportunity. Then definitely I will prepare my project and present in front of them. So that is the opportunity to work. To promote student centered learning, I told you, as you were a kid, you used to do lots of practical knowledge projects, and as you have grown up, you will be doing lots of projects ahead. Then to develop skill of data collection and analysis. Yes. Now you should understand, being a student of bachelor's degree, that now you will understand how the data will be collected and it will be analyzed. Then to develop reporting skills, how you have, if you have data, how you are going to report in the project. That is another thing which we are going to understand through projects. Okay, now method of project work, how a project should be done. There are three ways through which a project can be done. First is case study method, second is small scale survey method, and third is feasibility study. Case study method means we will be doing certain case studies in different subjects. What happens is that we give you a case. Okay, it can be a live case, it can be an old case. We give you a case in which all the detailed information about I would say a company, a problem, or any other thing is being given to you people. Okay, and entire detailed structure will be given about a particular, suppose uh, you all are aware about McDonald's. So if I give you a study means when McDonald's was formed and how it has established its franchisee and this kind of a thing. So what is this? That how the McDonald's has established themselves in India. Okay, suppose this is a study. So now I will be giving a case study in which you will study. It's a case which you are going to study in depth, and then you need to analyze certain questions depending upon those case which was given. So this is known as case study. Okay, I'm repeating it again. Case study method is a method in which a particular case is being provided to you in a form of a study, okay, which you have to undergo and solve the questions based on the description provided in that case. Okay, then small scale survey method. Small scale survey method means that if I want to understand, suppose you are young students, I want to know which bike is preferred by you people. Okay, so young generation ranging between from 19 to 23, I can have that small survey in college itself. How will I do? I will put up certain questions and I will do a survey that which bike you prefer, which bike you prefer, and I will distribute that survey to the other students to tick mark on the preference. Okay, so what will they do is the student will are going to pick up their choices, और उन choices के बेस पे हमने एक ये एनालाइज किया कि which bike is being preferred by these students. Okay, young generation. This is a small scale survey method which I am able to perform within my college premises. So that is small scale survey method. Okay. Then we have feasibility study. Feasibility study is for bigger projects when we are talking in terms of uh, establishing a manufacturing unit. Okay. Suppose I want to make a pen. Now पेन बनाने के लिए भी हमें कहीं जगह चाहिए होगी, मशीनरी की जरूरत होगी, लोगों की जरूरत होगी, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की जरूरत होगी, पानी की जरूरत होगी, जमीन की जरूरत होगी. So these feasibility study जहाँ हमें हर चीज को देखना है पैरामीटर्स को, उसको हम कहते हैं feasibility. कितना feasible है in terms of financially and other aspects. I'm not getting into the details of it. Yes, फाइनेंशियल टर्म्स में भी एंड अदर फीजिबल फिजिकल परफॉर्मेंस में भी हमारी सारी चीजें क्या प्रोजेक्ट फीजिबल है कि नहीं. ओके, उसको हम कहते हैं फीजिबिलिटी स्टडी. It's very important for all the projects and whatever projects business entity do, they fall under feasibility study. Here in BBA first year, you will be dealing more of case study method, or I think so in one project you will be dealing with small scale survey method. Okay, so we will be stressing more on first, then second preference, that is small scale survey method, and feasibility study is for the entire business purpose. Okay, now let's begin with contents of project work. What are the contents? Basically, project work के अंदर क्या क्या content आता है. Now, project work is divided into three main parts. First is preliminary. Second is body of the report. जिस तरह से हम अपना एक ऐसे बनाते हैं उसी तरीके से उसकी बॉडी आएगी. एंड थर्ड इज सप्लीमेंट्री पार्ट. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद कंटेंट ऑफ अ प्रोजेक्ट वर्क. ओके, so content of a project work, where first step will be preliminary study, and when we talk about preliminary study, there is a sequence in which everything will fall. Okay, so first will be title page of a project report, right? Whatever project you are making, you need to understand this thing. हम जब बच्चे थे प्रोजेक्ट बनाते थे तो सबसे पहले प्रोजेक्ट का क्या नाम होता था. अगर आप साइंस प्रोजेक्ट भी बना रहे हैं तो उसमें क्या होता था, सबसे पहले उस साइंस प्रोजेक्ट का नाम होता था. ठीक है, सपोज सोलर सिस्टम, तो सोलर सिस्टम का क्या था, सोलर सिस्टम, और नीचे अपने नाम के साथ साइंस प्रोजेक्ट लिखा जाता था. So this is what at project work also you need to understand, that the first page is the depiction of your title page of a project work. Then certification. Certification means from where you have completed your project. That certification is need of the project. Okay. Then declaration of authenticity. Declaration of authenticity means that you have done a project work and it's authentic. So there will be a letter from the company, okay, who declares that you have completed a project from that particular organization. Then acknowledgement, whom you people want to give thanks to, that comes under the part of acknowledgement. Then we have table of content. Table of content means, as you have seen in all the books, it is the content about which topic comes on which page. That is the table of content. So if you want to scan or somebody else wants to scan a particular thing, okay, they can directly go to table of content, see the page number, and then they can directly move to that particular page. Then list of table and figures, okay, then what tables you have used or the figures, then abbreviation, because everybody is not well versed with what abbreviation you have used. Every project is different, and there might be some abbreviations. Abbreviations are the short forms, okay. So abbreviations are the short forms which you use in a project and be used in your project. Then we have executive summary. Executive summary tells uh, about your project in a short way. If anybody interested wants to see that what you have done in your project, so executive summary is a gist of what you have done in a project. Okay, then we come to the major part, that is body of the report. Okay, so body of the report, what does it says? It says, okay, so body of the report says, first will be the introduction chapter. Now you have to understand that whatever project you have done, that suppose we were talking about a solar system. So I will be starting my introduction from the solar system itself. Okay, what I will be explaining, what is solar system, how many planets are there. So that is how, whatever topic you have taken in your project, you need to write an introduction chapter about that particular topic. Then the second point is review of literature. Review of literature means what has been already written about that particular topic. दैट मीन्स आज से पहले जितनी भी रिसर्च हुई है या हमें जो डेटा मिल रहा है, ऑनलाइन मिल रहा है, ऑफलाइन मिल रहा है, उनका सोलर सिस्टम के बारे में क्या कहना है, दैट इज व्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर एंड थ्योरेटिकल फ्रेमवर्क। और कुछ रिसर्चेस के थ्रू एक फ्रेमवर्क कैसे बन के आया है, या क्या कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं, क्या फ्रेमवर्क है, क्या मॉडल होता है, यूज होता है। अब हमें कैसे पता कि कितने प्लैनेट्स, so this is has been researched and cross-checked by number of people. That is the reason we know that total number of solar system में इतने planets हैं, इतने stars हैं, different different तरीके हैं. So that is how this framework has been developed. Then third is research method chapter. Research method chapter is very important. What we are going to do in a research? Research हम कैसे करेंगे? बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो आप समझेंगे जब आप रिसर्च करेंगे. ओके, बिकॉज इन कंटिन्यूअस semester you are going to learn lots of other things like research methodology. Okay, so research methods में क्या होता है, हम कैसे करेंगे, किस किस को हम ढूंढेंगे, मतलब किस किस से हम डेटा कलेक्ट करेंगे, उसको एनालाइज कैसे करेंगे, ठीक है, किस पैरामीटर्स के थ्रू हम उसको एनालाइज करेंगे, क्या हमारा बेंच मार्किंग होगी. दिस इज ऑल रिसर्च. ओके, there are different types of research. Exploratory होती है, descriptive होती है. So you need to understand lots of things through which the research is done. तो methodology में पूरा method होता है. ठीक, टॉपिक से रिलेटेड हम क्या क्या चीजें ढूंढेंगे, कहाँ से करेंगे, और किस किस तरीके से हम उसको एनालाइज करेंगे. देन एनालिसिस ऑफ रिजल्ट चैप्टर. नाउ एनालिसिस करने का हमने पहले डिसाइड किया था. अब नेक्स्ट चैप्टर में हम क्या करेंगे, हम एनालिसिस करेंगे. ओके, देन वी हैव डिस्कशन, कंक्लूजन एंड इम्प्लीकेशन. एनालाइज करने के बाद हम क्या करेंगे, एक डिस्कशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से करेंगे, एक कंक्लूजन के तरीके से हम ये करेंगे कि हम ये सब रिसर्च करने के बाद, एनालाइज करने के बाद हम इस कंक्लूजन पे पहुंचे हैं. ओके, तो दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि हमारी रिसर्च का जो एंड है वो कहीं ना कहीं एनालाइज करेगा. ओके, तो ये पूरा प्रोजेक्ट जो होता है वो कुछ ना कुछ रिजल्ट देके जाएगा. दैट विल कम इनटू कंक्लूजन. इम्प्लीकेशन, आपके प्रोजेक्ट वर्क का किसके ऊपर क्या फर्क पड़ेगा, है कि कहाँ ये प्रोजेक्ट वर्क हेल्पफुल है, कहाँ ये प्रोजेक्ट वर्क हेल्पफुल नहीं है, एंड कल को इस प्रोजेक्ट वर्क से और क्या चीजें हमें बेनिफिट कर सकती हैं, दैट इज इम्प्लीकेशन, इसके आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स क्या होंगे इस प्रोजेक्ट के बाद. ओके, देन द थर्ड स्टेप, मेजर स्टेप इज सप्लीमेंट्री पार्ट. सप्लीमेंट्री पार्ट मीन्स जो हेल्प करता है, सप्लीमेंट्री इसके साथ, राइट. तो सप्लीमेंट्री पार्ट में क्या क्या आएंगी, दो मेजर चीजें आएंगी, रेफरेंसेस और बिब्लियोग्राफी एंड अपेंडिक्स. रेफरेंसेस मतलब हमने कहाँ से डेटा लिया है, हमने जहाँ से अपनी पढ़ाई ली थी, रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर लिया था, या हमने थ्योरेटिकल फ्रेमवर्क लिया था, वो हमने कहाँ से लिया है, रेफर कहाँ से किया है, उसको हम कहते हैं रेफरेंस. या बिब्लियोग्राफी, बिब्लियोग्राफी में क्या वही चीज आ जाती है कि हमने कौन सा रिसर्च कहाँ से लिया है, जो हमने कोट किया है अपने प्रोजेक्ट वर्क में कि इनके अकॉर्डिंगली ये चीज ऐसे होनी चाहिए, या ये मॉडल इन्होंने दिया है जिसके अकॉर्डिंगली दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट. तो दीज रेफरेंसेस एंड आर बीइंग कोटेड, बिब्लियोग्राफी बोलिए या रेफरेंसेस कहिए, उसको कोट किया जाता है आपकी प्रोजेक्ट वर्क. ओके, तो जितना आप प्रोजेक्ट वर्क में रेफरेंसेस एंड बिब्लियोग्राफी को यूज करते हैं, इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग आपका प्रोजेक्ट वर्क होता है, दैट यू हैव डन द वर्क. और इसको सिस्टमेटिक तरीके से, देयर आर डिफरेंट वेज ऑफ पुटिंग देम इनटू द प्रोजेक्ट वर्क. व्हेनेवर यू आर गोइंग टू डू, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड इन अ बेटर वे. तो किस तरीके से रखना है, क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर में रखना है, क्रोनिकल, या फिर हम उसको जो है इस तरीके से रखें कि जिस ईयर में हुआ है उस ईयर को हम फर्स्ट, फिर उसके बाद जो हुआ है, फिर उसके बाद जो हुआ है, तो हम एक हियाकी बना देते हैं या सिस्टमेटिक तरीके से उसको. ओके, देन वी हैव अपेंडिक्स. अपेंडिक्स का क्या होता है, अपेंडिक्स में हम क्या करते हैं, सारी वो चीजें डालते हैं जैसे हमने क्वेश्चनेयर भरवाया. ओके, तो हम वो सारी चीजों को डालते हैं जहां से हमने अपना डेटा कलेक्ट किया. So that is entire structure of project work. Again, I'm telling you the content of project work is divided into three parts. First is preliminary part, जिसके अंदर क्या क्या चीजें आ जाएंगी, टाइटल पेज, सर्टिफिकेशन, डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ ऑथेंटिसिटी, एक्नॉलेजमेंट, table of content, list of tables, abbreviations used, executive summary, and then we have second step, that is body of a report. इसमें क्या आएगा, इंट्रोडक्शन चैप्टर, रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर, रिसर्च मेथड, एनालिसिस ऑफ रिजल्ट, then discussion, conclusion and implication. And the last part is supplementary part, where is which is again very important from the point of view of research or a project. Okay, जब भी हम रिसर्च करते हैं इसकी इंपॉर्टेंस बढ़ जाती है. अगर हम खाली प्रोजेक्ट वर्क कर रहे हैं तो देन रेफरेंसेस और बिब्लियोग्राफी इतना एम्फेसिस नहीं मानते. ओके, सो टाइम टू रिवाइज. If you can think about this quickly, we are going to understand that today what we have done. Today we have done what is a project, then what is the purpose of project work, then what is the method of project work. थ्री मेथड्स हमने पढ़े हैं आज, case study method, survey method, feasibility study, and we have put an emphasis on content of a project work. What will be the content? It requires three steps. First is preliminary, second is the body, and the third is supplementary part. इनके सब पार्ट्स हैं जो आप नेक्स्ट क्लास के लिए तैयार करेंगे, समझेंगे और पढ़ेंगे. ओके, so that's all for the day. In meantime, do take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay at home. Okay, I hope by the next time we meet, you will be healthy and safe. So bye for now. Have a nice day.